can guarantee you've never heard a story of an adventuring party like mine before. This story is filled to the brim with mysteries, wanderlust, intrigue, very questionable deeds, impromptu experiences, violence, love, magic, and of course, luck. Lady Luck was always tilted in our favor, even when things were dire. This is a story of how the world learned of our name. What's up, everybody? How's it going? It is Wednesday. Oh yeah. It is Wednesday night here on Girls Who Needs Worlds, which means it's Roll for Luck night. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. It's going to be one of the good ones, for sure. One of the good episodes. Fun, happy-go-lucky. Like there won't be anything crazy going on, or like people aren't going to like just randomly slap folks in the face for no fucking reason. Let's go around the table and see who we have here, who they're playing tonight. Starting with Ash.
It's the shade for me, but whatever. Hey everybody, my name is Ash. I'm a cat girl VTuber, obviously. I'm part of the queer community as asexual lesbian. I play Lucky S. It's a Tabaski. Wait till my tongue catch up with my words. And her pronouns is she, her, and she's also a cleric ranger.
Hell yeah. Ava.
My darlings and dears, it's your mother Ava here. I play Samir, the Air Ganassi paladin, who still doesn't know what her oath is, but it's the oath of fate for the rest of you lovely people at home. We both use she, her pronouns, and she's going through something now.
I love making her go through things. Bree.
I hate it.
Hello, I am Bree. I play Nina, who is a Night Skin Pisces variant Tempest cleric, and we both use she, her, they, them pronouns. I'm alive, which is a plus, and Nina is feeling complicated feelings, which aren't we all, girl? Anyways, that's it.
We can. DK.
Hi, hello. I'm DK, or at Abdarlings on Twitter, where I'm usually sharing too much of my personal information. Disney may or may not do that. We'll see if the opportunity arises at any point. And that's also who I'm playing. That's me. I'm Sir Dizzy Morgaine, the Fey Wildwater Genasi. Back, Rio?
Pass the mic.
Back to you. In the studio, Mo.
It's me. I'm just, you're right. That's funny. Hi, I'm Mo Katz. This is a cat of Mo's Muffin. You might know me from earlier in the stream where I was doing whatever dance Ryu was doing, but worse. She, her pronouns, they, them pronouns. I'm playing Maple and Meso. Didn't talk a lot last episode. Hopefully the same happens this episode because I'm loving this lore other than myself. I'm paying full attention. Let's see what happens. I'm nervous.
I was just gonna let you keep going. I love it. Also, it's me, Ryu. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I do a whole bunch of stuff for Girls Who Needs Worlds because I did a thing. I don't know if we have any particular. You beat me to it. Any particular announcements at the top, but we definitely have a few at the end, so stick around for those if you would be so kind. In the meantime, between now and whoever wants to do the recap, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, post, do the things, share the things, love us, give us love by sharing the, I don't know. Good luck. Have a great time. I appreciate it. Here we go. Who wants to do the recap for Double Inspo?
So like Nina, last time on Girls Run These Worlds, ROLL4LUCK,
We really need that.
so like, here's the deal. We went to the back because we were like, we gotta show, like, look into Keontae's room, and then like, there was a stagehand that was being really weird, and I didn't like it. And oh god, Samir, I almost said Ava. Samir went to like talk to them, and they were like, yeah, here's some information. And I looked at him and I could tell the information was rancid. So I slapped him in the face because he deserved it. Meanwhile, in the front office or front stage part, um, Dizzy is like talking to like this guard who doesn't like me and is giving like the deets, and Maple's coming back dejected after trying to get information out of a horse and being shunned because they didn't want to talk to her. And then after I slapped the dude, he's like, oh my god, guards, get this crazy girl. And then I cast silence because I'm like, shut up. And then, well, first I try to slap him again and he grabs my hand, and then I cast silence because he's like, shut up. And then Dizzy and Samir, because they're always here to fix my messes, and that's what paladins do. And then they like they interrogate, they're basically like threaten him so that he doesn't like do anything shady. And then he was like, I'm just not here for the drama, and like I'm just like, here's the information, you should arrest that girl. And then I just walk away because I can't be bothered, and I steal things from Keontae's room. I don't remember what I steal, but like it was probably cool or whatever. And then uh Lucky, with her like, super hearing or smell or whatever, like notices like this like weird hole in the time space continuum that actually leads to like, a secret like mansion place that's just Keonce's, and it's all fucked up. There's like things turned around, there's like a note written, there's like, was there blood? I don't know, I don't pay attention. So then we all went inside because we were like, oh my god, what's going on in here? And then like we went inside, and then we looked at the note, and it was basically like some secret mumbo jumbo blah 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 about Samir's grandma, which I think is some bullshit, but whatever. And then I did some magic bullshit. Everybody's investigating. I do some magic bullshit so that I could do detect magic so I could figure out where Kianse went. It's giving the vibes of like teleportation magic. Like Samir's doing research and is like looking at the letter and is like, ooh, this has my grandma's smell all over it. It's giving grandmama. Anyways, and then Samir like lets us know that it's grandmama, and then I'm like, you're a fucking liar. And then we check, and it very much is giving the vibes of grandmama, but I'm like, grandmama would have told me if it was like, if she was doing some weird shit. So I don't know, I feel a type of way. But anyways, Dizzy was doing some cool shit in the corner or whatever, I don't know. And that's like, and now we're going to go see Keontae, or going to go see Samir's grandma, because like we think the grandma is like has done something to Keontae. And the Furbolg was like checking me out, and he was like interrogating me because he was like, girl, I feel like I've seen you places. And I'm like, you're gonna need a better pickup line than that. And then we leave. That is what me Bree actually remembers. I don't remember
is
much.
Can I tell you that that's exactly why I asked one of you to do the recap? It's because I love what you, as the person and player, remember as important, and I love it so fucking much. Double in spell, thank you.
Thank you, Bree. Genuinely.
You're welcome.
Genuinely.
Breathe,
Uh,
that was a thing.
that was the journey and a half for sure. The cliff notes we all needed in college. Um,
Thorough AF, honestly.
honestly, don't for well, it was y'all. Y'all did it. Y'all got the table instos. Y'all did it to yourselves. Congratulations. Um, don't forget to write those down. Thank you so much for that. Oh my god. So with that, we're going to come back in to um after speaking with Lark, the football detective. Um, you are given space to do what you will be doing, whatever your mind's content, because you have stopped the possibles on the outskirts of the, or sorry, outside of the stage area. You have come back to the stage area to investigate as much as you think you found as much information as you think you should have, and after that, what would you like to do? Where would you like to go? Like, what's the next step in this investigation? now that you have a little more information of what you think is going
I
on.
aren't we gonna go see Grandmama? I don't know her name. What's her name again? I'm so serious. I just be calling her Grandmama.
You called her. I
You know
think
her
you
as
said you
Mother
called her something
Rouhani.
different. Yeah.
You know her as Mother Rouhani. Samir knows her as someone else.
Okay, someone
Shocking.
refresh my memory. Am I allowed to call? No, I'm not allowed to call her Grandmama. I have to call her
No,
Mother Honey. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
absolutely not.
Okay.
I thought we
Um.
were stopped by Furbolg person when we were leaving out.
I mean, I absolutely was, but I figured unless he stops me again, I was just gonna walk past him after accusing him of flirting with me.
I 1,000% should have looked at the last bit. No, I don't remember. I don't believe you were being stopped. I think the next steps were, um, leaving the
Just
tip
leaving.
because
Yeah.
because as far as I remember, you did give a little. You shared some information of what you found. Um, I think Lark uh has has her suspicions about this group, but
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
because of Dizzy's connection, um, there has been leeway given.
He's like, I'll leave it alone for now.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll
Don't
write
do
this
it again,
down.
sir.
Lark will remember this.
Oof. Well, let's leave the vicinity to talk in private, not in front of guards. Maybe we could go back to the tavern, perhaps. I don't know. Just don't want to talk here.
All right.
Sounds fine to
You
me.
mean the tavern? Oop.
Well,
Oh
Okay.
wait, you mean the tavern that was exploded?
Only one section of it was, and that wasn't our fault per
Mm.
se. That was
Well,
someone
really?
else's fault.
Yeah.
When I said us, I meant you and me. It was not our
Okay.
fault. It was someone
Ah,
else's.
yeah.
right. Okay, so you think we'll be welcome back after that though?
Again, we did not blow it up. Someone else did. That they have to take it up with that person who broke a room.
All right, we're
Not
gonna see
looking
what
at Nina
happens.
at all.
Nina does hear
All right,
you and is
'cause
in fact ignoring you.
I know.
like at this point, Lucky is just slickly like side eye. Like, you
Bombastic
sure?
side-eye.
Like,
Bombastic. All right. Um, we can say that y'all grab a spot and you go head back to the tavern where the pregame was for the Battle of the Bands. And you actually come back to a fairly larger crowd, as it's one of the closer taverns between here and the inside, like the further in of Kiss itself. Um, so it is the place where most people have disappeared to when the fight started in the
oh,
stands. So a lot of people are just talking about what they saw or why, what happened, or like the rumors of, well, I heard that, some big name was supposed to be here, and I heard it was supposed to be Beyonce, and there's no way Beyonce wouldn't play some Battle of the Bands. That's crazy. Well, of course she couldn't play it because she got yoinked. It's like back and forth of little talks of bits and pieces of a story that everybody is just kind of throwing together.
well, at this point, as they were walking to the tavern, Lucky went back to her disguise. So she doesn't. She no longer looks like a Tabaski. She looks like a normal cat girl. Whatever you perceive a normal cat girl is.
That's fair.
but but she is like carrying her hammer in like one arm over her shoulder, trying to look as not intimidating as someone with a big behind hammer can be, but like just looking around, scanning around, just hearing and listening to the different conversations. Can I do a perception check just in case she hears something like like a clue out of ordinary. Like since everything is done and over with, people think they're freely to talk.
Right. Yeah. Throw me a perception, and if since it's
Okay.
hearing, it should be an advantage if I'm not mistaken for you.
Sweet. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So and okay. And all right. So my first one was a 5. My second one is an 18.
18.
So it'd be the 18.
So you're
And
definitely
wait,
getting
18 plus the 5. I'm sorry, because I do
Oh.
have plus 5. So that was my bad. I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry.
23.
Yes.
Yes. So you for sure hear some outrageous exaggerations by a few people, um, and there are some that are just eating up the stories that are being told off into the corner, and people betting on, well, I heard that something, this group and that group and Jim Bob down the way said that, all kinds of stuff. In terms of hearing new information, you wouldn't hear any new information, but it is definitely odd that there is a group of folks off in the like hanging out at the bar specifically, that are naming the trappers. I think the trappers were involved. I saw their symbol before I decided I'd better get out of there because that's no good. But trappers around, I'm out.
Hmm.
But you do hear that by
Okay.
name.
And upon hearing that, um, Lucky will tap on Samir's shoulder.
Hey, Samir.
Mm.
So you see that group of people over there by the bar? They named the trappers by name. They know who the trappers are.
Well, the trappers are pretty known.
Yeah, but do you
Not
think
talked
they?
about, but known.
We don't have any information on the trappers, so do you think we can ask them a couple of questions, maybe get some information on this group, or
Maybe you should pose the question to the rest of the group. We do have a group with us now. It's not just us.
that's true. That's true. I keep forgetting that.
The only one I don't know is Mabel, but she seems like a good sort. I trust Izzy. She is my cousin, and Nina will have your back in a bar fight.
She would. She will also slap anybody who she thinks that she will start the bar fight. Is what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
Um,
pot calling kettle black, maybe, Lucky.
I mean, listen, okay. I am the one that's
Or should
actually
I say
coming to you.
captain? My apologies, Captain. Lucky Edge. Pot calling kettle black.
I mean, I have toned down some. Okay, I am not the same person that you met months ago. At least I'm asking you this question now instead of going over there and trying to ask myself.
You know what? That is character development, and I appreciate it.
Mm.
Still mad that you took a sip of alcohol when I said specifically not to, but
I didn't say it was about alcohol, so
insight check
that was a very
Not again.
Sure.
It's the what?
just
I would
out of
love
spite.
an insight versus deception or performance.
Fine. It'll be deception.
Mhm.
God,
Mister,
man,
I
you
love
know how
this.
she roll. I don't like this.
Ash, what do
Fine.
you mean?
She rolls over 20. Like she has not
I
had a
have
bad
good
roll
insight.
yet.
Also
Okay?
that.
I just have good insight.
Oh. All right, hold on. Okay.
You guys also go way back.
Please.
So
Please. Okay, so I got a dirty 20.
Dang, I got a 19.
Oh,
See?
barely.
See?
Barely.
In this case, I will have to do a shenanigan here, only because I do recall that being a nat 20. I think back when, to see what that was or to smell what that was. I think,
Yep.
yeah. Because I think officially DK did it for Samir specifically.
Wow.
So, but no, 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 but no, no,
betrayal.
no, 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 no. It's just a little bit of a just a little bit of a stretch. So what is happening is, yes, Samir, you know what you saw or smelled earlier in that day. It's the same day, guys. Earlier that day. um but you at this point, because of everything that's happening in your current mindset after finding some information, or the investigations thus far, you just let her have it for now.
I stare at you, and there's a brief moment of just, don't you ever lie to me like that again. But she doesn't say it out loud. It's just like that motherly, like, don't you dare fucking lie to me. And then she turns to the group.
Oh
Who
my
knows anything
God.
about the trappers? It's been a bit since I've been around here, and I don't keep to that part of the city.
Do I know anything about the trap? Would I have to roll a history check for it?
um you can to learn more, but you do know of
And what
the
was the
trap
other group? There was the
trappers.
trappers and another group that had the symbol on the letter. What was it?
Symbol on a letter.
It was like multiple arrows.
Yeah, the pointers, which is
The pointers.
thieves
The
guild
Pointer
specifically.
Sisters.
I got a 7, so that's a no.
I hate you.
I don't know shit.
You got a what?
I got a 7.
7. Okay, so
7.
yeah. So all you would know is the trappers is a mercenary group. They are
Mhm.
kind of they are also used for a lot of sleazy merchant protection services. So they're not the kind that you would go to ask to save the world for any reason.
Mm.
But they'll do just about anything for a bag.
Um. So I basically relay that to the group. Like, Nina's just like, I mean, they'll like do anything for the bag. They'll like, protect merchants or whatever, as long as it's for money. But I mean, they're not really the most trustworthy group. But like, whatever.
So right now we know that there are two groups. One is the trappers who, from what I understand, they were just the ones making sure that the assignment took place and may not have necessarily done the actual assignment. They were just backups, from what it seems like. But then the symbol of the pointers was also there.
I will say above table that Nina would know that the symbol that you all noticed um is a symbol of the Assassins Guild, the Last Sips. So Nina would be the only person to know that at this moment there are technically 3 players on the field. 4 if you count Grandma.
Am I going to
Allegedly.
say something?
Allegedly.
Who's grandma?
Grandma.
Am I going to say something? I don't think. I think. I'd probably tell y'all because I don't think me telling y'all would affect me negatively in any way, or would fuck up whatever I got going on.
Mhm.
Cause like unless grandmama would like told me not to say nothing, I would probably be like, there
Grandma
are.
definitely told you not to say shit about.
Oh, grandma did. Oh, okay, then I wouldn't say shit. Y'all
Well,
know shit.
okay.
Sorry.
Well,
You can say whatever you want. I'm just saying They are built on secrecy.
Yeah, if grandma told me not to say shit, I would like kind of live that on lock and key in my mind. And but I wouldn't add anything to this conversation.
So what exactly were the pointers doing here? What do the pointers do besides point? I need these moments, okay? Shut up, Rio. Anyway.
I'm confused. Are
I-
you okay? To see
No,
the puns
no,
are
I'm not.
flying.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You know the reason why. So I'm taking this moment.
Wild.
Did Samir just make a pun?
Are you saying I can't be funny?
I mean, you
Yes.
can't be funny, but I've seen your reactions to other people who made puns.
Yeah, because they weren't funny.
You thought?
Okay.
Did you? I'm sorry. Did you think yours was?
I know I'm hilarious. My mother's a bard. I have to be. Anyway,
I like whisper to like Maple, and I'm like, I didn't know humor was genetic.
it is. Shut up. Point being, who knows about the pointers? Again, not my wheelhouse. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think they would be.
Nobody know about the pointers because I sure don't.
I got a 7.
You can roll again. That was for the trappers.
That was for the trappers.
Oh, that's for the trappers. I can roll again. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I would be allowed.
I could
I'm like-
also honestly let's do this. Let's have 2 people native to Kiss specifically roll a history check. It'll be fairly high to get all of the information, but it's a normal check for decent information.
So here's my thing. I can absolutely roll, but I got a -1 in history. So like if somebody else can
I
do
have
it,
a-
great. But if not, I'll do it.
I
It would
have a
be-
flat roll.
I think everybody but Lucky is native, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
I'm from the Feywild.
Well, wait.
Oh,
Where's Maple?
okay.
Where's Maple from?
Maple's
Kiss.
not from. Oh wait,
Oh.
Maple's from Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm nothing fancy. What-
Also, but no,
Also,
Maple
in the
also doesn't
Mountains
have
of
good
Kiss,
intelligence.
technically, though.
Also, it wouldn't matter, DK specifically because you are from, but you are here and you've been here very long.
For a long time. Yeah. So
Ah.
you're technically native without being native.
I
You're
mean,
resident.
It's your
Can I
home
give-
city.
can I
Right.
give myself guidance?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do it.
Anybody else?
Right. Because Lucky's the only
I'll roll.
visitor right now.
I would trust Izzy with this.
Mhm.
Okay, guidance. Come on.
Merchants, maybe.
Sorry,
Guild
it's plus what?
shenanigans, not me.
12, 13, 14, 15. I got a 15.
15.
It's plus what?
History.
22. Wow.
Hey,
I mean,
come
that'll do
on.
it.
Love
That'll
you.
do
Thank
it.
goodness, because I had to fight to get that 15. Fight
And
for
you
my
did a
life.
good job.
Fight
We love a
for
knowledgeable
life.
queen. I do one thing.
History checks.
So with your 15 that you know the pointers are it is a specific thieves guild that has splits, but you wouldn't know exactly whose side is on what or for what reason, but there are 2 sides to the pointers. There's a Robin Hood side, and then there's the every man for themselves side. With a what'd you say, a 20s? It was up there. 20 something. 20 something.
23.
You know that there are more every man for themselves than there are Robin Hood types of this particular thieves guild. And you for sure know that warfare, like kidnapping and such, and ransoming and things like that, they are definitely not above doing.
Ooh.
Do I know on a 23? Would I know if they have a history of overkill, if they have a history of violence for the sake of violence, or do they tend to only commit violence when they've been paid to do it specifically?
Um, you would know that in most cases with a 23. In most cases, you would know that they try the guilds know of each other even if they don't know all the secrets and the ins and outs of each other. They know to stay in their lane. The thieves guild tries to stay out of the life business, life and death part of the business. But you do know that some of them have been caught and gone to jail for um, attempts or some successes in a sloppy manner.
And I'll roll another history check if I need to. Would I know if there's any precedent for them working with the trappers?
I believe you did that roll before, and the answer is very few and far between.
Okay. Or sorry, not the trappers, not the trappers. The last sips.
Uh, I will roll it with your 23. You know that some of the pointers have gone over to the last sips because they wanted that. They had more bloodlust than a lot of the
Okay.
others. So, working with, not few and far between. Moving over to, yes.
I have a quick question, kind of bouncing off the. Well, before I do that, does Dizzy like relay this information to us?
Before I do, I would like to make either an investigation or perception check on the tavern. Just checking the exits and stuff to see if anybody is specifically focused on our group.
Do they have a watch out for our party? Is that what you're looking for?
I want to know if there's some motherfucker in a hood back there waiting to knife one of us.
Damn.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised since Lucky did that whole transformation thing. I wouldn't be surprised that people are wary of her now because of the
I
whole
think it's
dropping in
also
disguise. And
I think it's also more to the concern that we were pretty noticeable
yeah,
at the Battle of the Bands. So
So, I would also, I would say yes. Do roll a perception or an insight. Your choice. And tell me which one.
It's insight.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 16.
Okay.
Ugh.
that's a lot of hello.
That's not. It's not a lot.
Ryu, that
How
was too
many?
many.
How many?
Uh-uh.
It was
How
only
many?
two. First,
That's more than one.
they're also thick boys. Okay.
Let me
Jeez.
see it. Show the proof.
Thick boys.
Oh, look at that. Are
That's
those
the
the metal
metal
ones?
ones.
Yeah.
Mm,
Metal and then the iron. I don't know what that one is.
mm.
Iron is metal. Never mind. Anyway, um, and you're checking for the exit situation.
Just kind
Mostly.
of, I just want to know if there's anybody who is very clearly focused on what we are doing or following our movements.
Closely, no, but you definitely do get a couple eyes, and you notice that a few people are like, especially the ones that had wild stories to tell that Lucky may have overheard a little bit of, um, were just like, oh, that's the one that turned the thing and turned one of them into like this creepy fucking monster. Weird, weird magic.
Then in Primordial, I'm going to say to Samir and Lucky, I don't think it's safe to talk on this level. We should maybe go up or try and find somewhere away from the crush of people. But I do know a little bit, and then just sort of tap Maple and Nina so that they know that something has happened.
I know before we left, we tried to get another room for Phineas. Can we try to make our way back? Were we able to guarantee like get a room, a replacement room for the one that was destroyed?
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
you put money on it for
Okay.
band-aids. Yeah.
Yes.
Band-aids.
I have a room, and she'll usher them towards that room. Before she go, before letting everyone in, she will like just peek her head to check to see if Phineas is there, and if he is, be like, "Hey, we need to have a private conversation with my group. Just letting you know. Nothing else. It's just conversation. You can
Can I
go about your
ask
day."
what level room you would have paid extra for Phineas? Can I ask what
Somewhere
level?
far out of the way because we were also staying there and trying to keep Papa on the down low for not being noticed.
Well, when I say what level, I meant like, is it the basic room? Is it a medium room? Is it like the highest room that they could get? Like
We
what
were
kind of?
initial, I guess, because it was a room. We wanted to have a room at least for 4 people, a decent size-ish room, so something
Mhm.
similar to that again, if it was possible. If it needed to be larger, she's fine with paying extra.
Okay, so when you step in, you do see Phineas kind of sprawled out on one of the beds in uh, the robes that one of the robes that he has cut slits into for his wings,
Oh,
and just him and his wings just all sprawled out. It out.
bless his heart. Uh,
Oh.
she'll walk back. Like she'll peek her head back in. So Lucky and I have a guest with us who is currently resting. He may look weird. Please don't bother him. He's very tired. And she'll open the door for everyone else to go in.
Once you are in, you do notice that there are a couple uh, like just snacks and like a couple empty booze bottles around where he finally just went sprawled out.
This poor man.
Are
No,
This
you wasn't
tired man.
kidding.
are his
He is
wings like
knocked
tucked
out.
neatly like under him, like on the bed, or are they just like,
Just blurry.
Sprawled, it's
you
fully
know what
sprawled
I
out,
mean?
and at this point, I believe it would be Maple and Nina noticing. Y'all got to roll over an inspo.
Yay!
Noticing um the
Two.
wings. Oh no.
Thanks,
I'll
Anne.
roll.
Yes.
Now we have 5, but we're not counting. It's
Hee
fine.
hee.
Of course. Never count those. You would notice at this point, once you come in and kind of get a little bit closer while you're paying attention to the wings, that they are not fully um, there. Like they are growing back, and he is not fly ready yet. But you can also see lots of scars on his leg areas. But
You wasn't
Can I
joking.
do like
He is
a
knocked out.
can I do like a medicine check to like kind of see like what's up with that? Just because me Bree is curious. Well, not me Bree, but me Nina is curious.
Both Bree and Nina are
both,
curious.
yeah.
Yeah, both of
Um,
us.
yeah. Well, see. Okay. So, how close are you getting to him? Because
I
yes, you
mean,
can.
I'm not gonna touch him, but I'm gonna do like that. You know when like you look at something and you just like do the like the you're
Yeah.
like that.
Zoom and enhance with your eyeballs. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It'll be a perception or a medicine. Your choice.
Bet I'm gonna give myself guidance on a medicine check. Ooh.
Thanks, Anne.
That'll be a 24 total.
Uh-huh. On and you did a medicine.
Yeah, medicine.
Um.
Did you say you used an inspo or did you use guidance,
No,
Bree?
I use
Guidance.
guidance.
Okay, making sure.
So with the medicine check, you would even from afar you can tell that these are fairly deep wounds. It's something more than just have been a fighter for most of his life. There's something more to these scars specifically.
Mm,
Um, especially when you notice the arms kind of sprawled out.
mm,
It's the scars are deep, but there is something else going on in the scarring itself.
mm. Okay, cool. That I'm not gonna say anything. That's just gonna be locked in for later.
Mm-hmm. But you are in the room, and he is out cold.
Okay, sorry. I'd hate to be rude like that, but I wasn't sure how safe it was to talk.
You're
Um,
fine.
the pointers, they're a thieves guild. They're for hire. You know, like Nina said, they typically aren't especially brutal. They typically kind of just want to get in, do the job, and get out. But they're not above kidnapping and things of that sort. Um, there's one small thing we may need to worry about though, in terms
Mm.
of with regard to Fiance. Some of them do occasionally switch sides to a less savory organization, one that specializes in more of the death end of the spectrum. Um, they're particularly fond of poisons, so when we do find Fiance, we should just maybe make sure she hadn't eaten anything.
Good to know. I guess.
I do have a spell for that, so if we ever, well, when we find her, I will cast detect just to make sure that she wasn't poisoned. So I got that on that end.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, no, you go, go, go.
I was gonna say, so I guess my question, and this would be like a Nina specific question, but like with this assassin group, because this is the grandma's assassin group, right? Or like
Yeah.
allegedly,
Allegedly associated
allegedly,
with.
allegedly associated with. We mm, we don't
Mm.
know, but probably. Anyways, so basically, I'm like, what's the assassin group called again?
The
Or
The
what
last
do
last
I
sips.
know?
sips.
Oh,
The last sifs, right?
Sips.
sips.
Like you're
Sips.
sipping on something.
Okay, cool.
Sip.
And they have a habit of switching over. Would I have any connects within the last sips?
That is a question to your character's past works. What
So,
is your character's ideals in terms of skill sets, and have you done a murder for the monies?
um,
Also, you do not have to say this out loud. You can send it to me in a message.
okay, cool. I'm gonna send it
Yes.
to you in a message.
Yes.
While
There
that
it
is
is.
Not to be
happening,
that dude, but I'm gonna send it to you on Discord.
Yes.
while that is happening, well, I suppose there brings up this, and she pulls the letter out. I will admit, I did react a bit. I shot the gun a little bit too soon. The reason why I named my grandmother with regards to this is because I've seen this symbol before in her office space a couple times. And I've seen people, I think it was the Pointers, the group that left the house at one point. I can't remember if it was that or the Last Sips, but one of the groups I remember an argument with her at one point. I don't remember the context of it, but I do remember seeing one of the symbols before. So I don't want to think she is involved, but she lives in the upper district. She may have associations with this, and she is a very, I think spiteful is a good word. Spiteful a little bit. So I wouldn't put it past her to think about it or give someone the
But
idea to.
why Beyonce though? Like
That's the
what?
thing I don't know. That's the main thing. She's not a well, she's a classical music person. I don't know what the fuck Beyonce would do to get on her bad side if, again, allegedly, my grandmother was involved. I
Mm.
That's the main thing I don't know. But maybe she declined having tea with her, and well, she judges people based off having tea. So maybe it was something simple as that.
Hmm.
Just why I keep saying don't drink tea with her, Lucky.
I who can I ask?
Hmm.
Who did you hand the letter, the sim or wax seal off, or did you just put it somewhere? Is anybody handling it specifically, or
I'm
is anybody
holding the
looking at it?
seal and the letter. She will offer it out to look, but she won't give it to anyone.
Okay, so who is who wants to do a roll about it?
What the
The
fuck is
per-
the roll, Ryu?
Well,
The
I was-
person that has bad luck at rolls would not be rolling.
never mind.
Is it a luck roll or is it just a
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Mm,
never mind.
mm-mm.
I was gonna
Somebody- yeah, I
ask
got
you
that.
something. And I was gonna ask you because I was gonna ask, is there a way to read a illusory script? I don't know if this has a illusory script on it. That's just my thought.
There is a way. I think there's a spell for that, or like a specific shenanigans with your eyes that you could do. But don't. I don't
I
know
don't
if anybody
think we
has
would
that
have
yet.
access to that, yeah.
I
Because I think
think
there is a way.
I gotta double check because I think if I do some night skin shit, I might have true sight. Give me 5 seconds.
Okay, okay. I already hate it. Let's go. Who would like to do a luck roll about it?
If no one else wants to, I will, but someone
I
else.
will say.
I will.
Okay, I was about to say. I will say. Technically, Samir can't.
Okay.
What?
What?
Oops.
I said Samir. Yes. Please. DK. Dizzy. High or low?
Hi.
Okay.
I believe in you.
73.
Wow.
Yes. And that's why I would
Actually,
never do a
queen.
look roll.
But in your
Um,
name, you kind of have to at some point.
I
Plot
am the
twist.
lucky is the where is it?
Ironic.
Ironic to her name. Okay, she's very unlucky.
I
Ashley,
believe
Living
you.
it
careful.
ironic. Yes. Dizzy. You see this wax seal in front of you. Something is for sure off about it. It does seem, I don't think you have fully come across businesses that would have to do with the last sip leaving something behind to fully identify themselves, unless it is a job well done in most situations. This symbol that you're looking at is off a little. It's not the exact same.
looking at the symbol, do I get the sense that the symbol was always different, like it's an entirely separate symbol from the symbol that we think it is, or that it's been tampered with?
That's a good question. That's a good
I don't like when Ryu makes that noise.
I would say so. That's gonna have to be an intelligence or perception high roll.
Okay, never mind, because it's blind sight, not true sight for me. So, boo.
But apparently you
fine.
can dispel it, so
17.
And did you? Which one did you roll?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. It might have been. It might have come like this, but there's something for sure off about it.
Can I roll a history check to see if I've ever seen this symbol?
I would say you don't have to roll a history check because you know what the last sip's great job kind of calling card looks like, and this, the more you're looking at it, something is off. It's not right.
I don't know that this is the last sips, actually.
what do you mean?
Look, and I'm gonna kind of like angle it up so Samir can see and point at where like it's different on the edges and say, this isn't the pointers. Some isn't, something doesn't make sense. This isn't the right seal. I've seen what it looks like when, you know, it's like a high five, you did it, money's in the barn or wherever, however they pay people. And this isn't it.
Do you think that this could be a way of them trying to frame this organization? Make it look like they did it?
Do the assassins also have factions?
Who are you asking?
I think we'll in general, but mainly to Dizzy.
Does Dizzy know that?
Yeah, from the earlier history tech. You know
Okay.
that there are two splits.
Yeah, there are two sides. There's one that's a little more for the people.
Sorry.
That's pointers,
the
right?
Thieves Guild, the Pointers, the Assassins Guild. You wouldn't know. My
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I
What
thought.
I
That's what-
know,
My bad.
I sent you a message, by the way, Ryu.
That yeah. Do they have factions within Dizzy
Wouldn't
would
it
not know.
technically be a
Nina
sub faction?
would not know.
Maybe.
That's fair.
What, a
I was-
subfaction?
Yeah, like since technically the Assassin's Guild would be a faction, wouldn't it be like sub factions, basically like little groups within, below that, like a sub faction?
It also could just be like a splinter group as well. Who knows?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I mean, assassins aren't generally the cuddly type. They don't generally travel in packs, and they don't generally get along well with others.
So how could they be a guild if they have that type of attitude?
I mean, you can make a guild out of anything. You don't have to. You have to work. You have to get along enough to make a guild. You don't have to be all kumbaya with it like a merchant guild or anything.
Hmm.
What motivation would they even have to pretending to be to try to frame the sips?
Well, if it's
What if
it, sips are would be akin to a boogeyman. You always want to blame the boogeyman because everyone's going to not like assassins.
well,
And this is Beyonce.
I don't know about y'all, but if I was gonna do something I didn't want anybody else to see, I would do something that would draw a whole lot of attention. Like everybody's
Beyonce.
attention. So I think the question is not where is Beyonce? I think Beyonce is probably fine. I
Mm.
think if I had to guess, whatever this is, it's meant to look like the job has been completed, and Beyonce is somewhere uncomfortable but safe. And we should be asking what else is happening in town right now.
Mm.
Maybe.
It would pose a good distraction for everybody.
True.
I would probably look at um Samir, and I would probably say, I think it's about time you paid someone a little visit.
Who?
The person you came here to see.
The reason
You,
why I'm making a face right now is because I don't personally know if
you,
Samir has said it out loud. She to where when Nina's around that she's supposed to be visiting her grandmother.
you said it in the first session.
I couldn't remember if I did. That's why.
Yeah, yeah. That's the only reason I brought it up. Because in the very
Okay.
first session, it was because Nina asked you about it. Or no, she said like, oh, grandma's looking for you. And you were like, how do you know grandma's looking for me? And it's like, I know everything. And then Samir was
That's
like,
why I was.
okay.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Per. Uh. Oh shit. I. It is true. I do. I need to see her, and I think the longer it takes for me to get to her, the more I know she'll be irate in that old elven way that she is. The question is, what are you all going to be doing while I go visit her? I'm not. I like you all. I'm not taking you with me to see her. She doesn't like unexpected guests, let's say.
Nina shrugs and goes, I'll find something to do.
Yeah, I imagine we'll
Uh,
keep ourselves occupied.
hmm. I guess I can. It's my first time visiting, so I guess I can walk around, sightsee, maybe. I don't know.
Someone give her a tour. Maple, you seem like a very good people person and know things about like the area. Hang out with Lucky, give her a tour. See the sights. I believe in you. I trust you.
I mean, if Maple wants to,
Maple.
Okay, so I kind of know like where all like the outfit stands are. Like I'm really like just during the Battle of the Bands like specifically did some perusing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But sure, I can show you where I found all those horses that didn't talk to me if you'd like.
Wait, what?
Uh
Wait, you were talking with horses?
attempting to. Yeah.
well, if you don't know the city as much as like I do, we could go sightseeing together, I guess.
Okay. And maybe we'll like lean in real close to Lucky. Okay, but is this like we need to like just be out of the room kind of a situation. Like we're not like welcoming the room where it happens at the moment because
Huh?
they could just
No,
ask me nicely to leave. Like they're not gonna hurt my feelings. Is
no,
that what's
no,
happening?
no.
Like are you babysitting me right
That's
now?
not. No, that is not
Okay.
what happening. We're just going to
Okay.
keep ourselves occupied for Samir to go see her grandmother instead of staring at a room with four walls. That's all. So
Okay.
we'll make a fun type of thing out of it. I don't know because I've never been here before, so exploring is always fun.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you want to go find out if the horses take bribes. That sounds like a good time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that we can find some carrots or something, and maybe you could have a better conversation with them. Or
Okay.
sugar
Wonderful.
cubes?
That's a
Something.
great idea. Why didn't I think of that, bud? And Maple's
Yeah.
like slowly backing out of the room. Uh like not really knowing exactly what to do. And she'll stop for a second. So just real quick. How will we, know it's okay to meet up again? Like do we have a plan for that, or are we just gonna kind of wing it? Because I have never been the luckiest with just meet cutes, like a meet cute like that kind of situation's never happened to me. So
Let's say what time of day is it right now, Rio? Is it closer to
It's fair. It's night. Like
it's
it's
night?
been it's been a couple hours. The Battle of the Bands started about 3-4 o'clock ish, and you've been on an investigation run for a couple hours now.
Okay. Let us meet back here for breakfast. Because
So,
I'm going to strongly assume my mother would very insist on me staying home for dinner and sleep. So you definitely will not see me at least until the morning.
mm, all right. I don't see a problem with that. We could come back to the tavern. We'll meet at the tavern in the morning. We'll come back here as everybody, and then we'll come up with maybe our own little mini investigation, mini hangout, whatever we do. Maybe we'll come up with some more information that we could share together.
Sure.
Nina, who had probably been like sitting on a table or something, just kind of jumps down and goes, "Well, y'all have fun with that. I'm just gonna go. Bye." And she walks out.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna write a note for Gideon and like leave some coin on the table for him. Just a note saying we're gonna be probably out for the rest of the night. If you need food, here's some coin. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your sleep. Before she heads out.
Okay. Dizzy, what are you
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
doing? Are you good? Dizzy.
Yes, I am going to change my shift with clothing back to my Lady Malatesta outfit, and sort of gently salute everybody who is still in the room and say, "I'll see you all in the morning." And I am going to slip off into the night in an attempt to rendezvous with the rest of my unit.
Um. Yeah. Uh, wonderful. Okay.
Now, I would like to add, Nina is absolutely like, I imagine that like there is like a way for me to like be in the room where it happens, and like, or maybe not in the room where it happens, but near the room where it happens,
Hmm.
like with grandma. So like that's where I'm going. Like I'm going in whatever back way that I would need to go in to meet up with like Mother Rahani. Rahani? Is that
Mhm,
correct?
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
So you're trying to beat Samir to the meet, or
I
just trying to
mean,
be there at a similar time?
similar time. I'm not really trying to beat her there because like long story short, whenever she's done, I plan on saying something cuz I want to talk with her.
Uh huh.
But I want to hear what Samir says to her first.
Secretly or in front? or
I
May?
mean, no. I want it to be secret. Now, um I want Samir to not know that I'm there. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So the only way that that's gonna work is uh
Secret,
a
secret.
few rolls, a few um rolls against each other, and or um you making it there before Samir.
Okay, so then I'm gonna try to make it there before her, and if that
Okay.
doesn't work, then I'm gonna.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here being like, man, I sure hope that this meeting is going to be so boring. Nothing bad's
I
happening.
hope nothing of note
Nothing.
happens at
Nothing
all.
of no.
Nothing at
Maybe
all.
at most another marriage proposal thing, but
Uh-huh.
other than that, nothing
Nothing at all.
at
Um
all.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay. So everyone leaves this room, correct? Wonderful.
Yep. Why do I feel like we made a mistake?
Because we probably did.
No, everything's fine.
Mm-mm.
So
I
I
did
don't
a
believe you
medicine
when you
check.
say
Mm-mm.
I
that.
mean, here's my thing. I
No.
did a medicine check on the dude. I just don't care enough about him. Like, I don't know this man personally. Like, he's not looking good. Like,
I mean, do you want me to say when I put the note down? Do you want me to do like a check over to see if he Gucci? Because I
no,
can. I
no, no,
will.
no.
I
I
will
don't
redact
want you to
myself
do
and say
anything
that.
but what you want to do. You, I want you to live y'all's character's best life. That's what I want from
I
y'all.
don't trust you.
So
Absolutely not.
You
everybody,
lied to me over hot pot, and now this.
Ooh.
This DM looked me in my face over hot pot when I said,
this
"Did
man is
Grandma do
dying,
something with
isn't he?
Kiyote?" And
Is he
then they just
dying?
ate raw.
Because it's
Not you
giving he's
calling
dying.
them out like this. It's you calling them out like this.
Yes, I will.
I don't know what you're talking about. So,
There was a witness.
so everyone heads out on their own. I would love to first see what happens on the adventures of Lucky and Maple.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna mute myself.
As you leave this room and you head out into the tavern again, what's the moves? What are y'all gonna get up to?
Are there still like performances happening? This was like an all day thing,
It was
right?
supposed to be an all day thing, but the stage area has turned into a scene of some sort. There are people that are still running around. You know, they're just like, "Oh, you can't stop the beat," um, haha, and you're welcome. Um, so they're still, they have taken the party out into the streets. Some of them have taken it further into a kiss proper. There are a few people that are literally battling on the banding downstairs, and it just sounds like garbity goop altogether. It turned into a full-on party, with people sharing anything from actual stories to outrageous stories as to why the band's battle of the bands is no longer a thing.
So Lucky would like look around at everything and everybody who was having fun, talking, and then
All is going on, and I cannot have another drop of alcohol. I am in so much pain. Mm.
You know, I have to say, and Maple looks like genuinely upset for the first time all day. Um, I know we said we'd do some sightseeing, right? But
Mm-hmm.
we didn't exactly specify, what sights we'd be seeing. So I was wondering, you have a big hammer, I have a big axe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we look intimidating yet approachable. So
Mm-hmm.
would you be down potentially uh to go see if we can perhaps, I don't want to say we broke the concert, but like starting a fight in the middle of we kind of broke it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We did. We
Do
truly
you
did.
do you maybe want to go try to fix it with me, so that these people can enjoy some kind of a show, maybe like tonight or something? I just
I
want to make it
mean,
up to these
I'm
folks. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure that the stagehands will actually like the help because we really did some extraordinary damage to their set.
Yeah, I know. I feel really
So
guilty about it.
yeah, okay. So we'll help, and then after that we'll see a stall because I'm very interested in seeing you talk to horses. So we'll go to a stall, we'll get some sugar cubes, and then we'll go and chat with some horses because I'm very interested in this.
I'll even throw in, if you really want, I might be able to talk a couple of them into, escorting us around town so we can do some sightseeing on horseback. Does that sound fun
Actually,
to you?
yeah, because I mean they are the horses of the city. I mean they've been around. I'm sure they'll know the city more than we can, and you can interpret for me. This is
Yeah.
gonna be a wild night.
uh Maple will kind of like look down and like look out of the tops of her eyes. Hey yo, hey Lucky, I do still, and Maple will pull a couple of flasks out of her bag that she has. I saved these from earlier and Samir's not around, so if you just want, a couple sips, I'm not saying, we go into this absolutely plastered or anything, but I've had a really stressful day and I just want to, get back into the magic of being here a little bit. And for me, that looks like, meat and helping others. I don't know what it looks like for you.
You know what? I turned an enemy into a grotesque being that I didn't know existed. So maybe a couple of sips. I'm not seeing Samir until like morning. The alcohol will be gone by then. So I don't see a problem with it at all.
Okay, I mean, then let's do it then. And Maple will thrust out one of the flasks in Lucky's direction, and uncork theirs.
Lucky would take the flask, uncork it, take a little minor sip, close it, and put it in her pocket.
This is like an apple beverage, by the way. This is like Maple's personal stash. This is not what she got from the bar earlier. Um,
Oh,
Ryu, I would
please
like it
share
to be
her
canon that Maple
personal
makes her own mead.
stash.
Can that be canon?
Please let it be canon. Please, because this is a special
friendship
moment. Let it
mead,
be
is
canon.
what this is. This is a bonding moment.
You don't
Yeah.
let it be
Muted.
canon, you're infringing on friendship. Canon.
Look at Ryu commenting, but also muted.
Right.
Love that.
Also, motor
Good for
captions
you.
are
I hate it here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. It is absolutely canon, and I can't believe you thought that I couldn't allow you to have that as canon. That's wild. No, absolutely not.
Yay! Exciting.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's adorable.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll put away her flask after taking a couple sippy sips, and head in the direction of the place that's supposed to be popping with music right now.
And
I
Lucky
mean,
would absolutely follow, and she was
Like, all right, let's help these stage hands on the destruction that we applied upon this place. We
Who?
got a lot of work out cut out for us.
can I listen? Can I just a few questions?
Huh?
Do
Go
either
ahead.
of you have, you know what? I think I'm about to, I think I know the answer to this for one of you, but do either of you
Mm-hmm.
have any proficiencies in building, woodworking, um, anything that is working with your hands, any proficiencies or any kits that you may have gotten from your situations.
I mean, I know Lucky should have the knowledge of like working because of that ship being damaged, fixing up and stuff like that. Tools though, let me check.
I have carpenter's tools.
Yeah, I thought so.
For
Okay, 'cause I
whittling?
pretty much figured the answer between both of you would be a yeah, a probably yeah. Absolutely, love that.
Yay!
So that means your roles would be a hell of a lot easier for sure. If you have proficiency, super easy. If you don't have proficiencies but you have the tools, fairly easy. So
What
I-
proficiency would we need? What do we have to roll for?
it would be
I do have proficiency in my tools.
so it would just be a tools and or proficiency check itself. So whatever skill it's based off of. So it's either strength or dex. One of those two.
Okay, so
And
the
then adding your
top part.
proficiency. Yeah, yeah. So I need 3 rolls from each of you.
All right, 3 rolls. I'm gonna do strength because I have +2 in strength.
Yeah.
I would say carpenter's tools are more strength than dex, right? Or is it dex because it's like a finesse thing?
Well, carpenter's it can be finesse, but I think it
Okay.
would be strength based, truly.
Okay.
Okay, so my first roll is a 5.
You
Love
have
that.
Uh-huh.
We have table inspos.
I know,
Yeah.
but we're supposed to roll like 3 times, right? So that just counts as 1.
That counts as 1. Let me
Okay.
write these down. Hold on.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then okay.
You said you got a 5?
Maple.
Uh-huh.
What? Who got
Hey.
a 5?
I got a 5.
Okay.
Please don't take the average of these. I'm begging you.
Okay.
What? So what
Okay.
did you make? What was your first one?
So we're doing our strength bonus and our proficiency bonus combined? Or just our strength?
It's a check. So
Just
a
strength.
check
How-
plus your proficiency.
A check plus my. How do I know what my proficiency is though? Hold on.
Should be 2. Level 6? Question mark. Somebody prove me
3.
right or wrong.
Mine's 3.
Oh, I see
3.
3. I
Okay,
see
3. Okay, cool,
proficiency
cool.
bonus. I see 3. So
Yeah.
that means that my first one was actually an 8 then, right?
An 8. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I got it. Thank you. Okay.
Maple?
12.
Uh-huh.
No, wait,
Okay.
11. I lied.
Oh, you lied.
Is that
Why
okay.
you always lying? Okay.
so? This is my second roll,
Uh-huh.
which is 7. I'm horrible. I'm gonna need one of those inspos.
Love
I'm gonna
this.
need one of those inspos.
You can always do it.
I'm
Waste your
really good
inspos. I love it.
for because I want to make sure I do this right. She can't do a bad job at this. She can't. No.
I heard it run away. I heard it.
I'm about to say the last thing y'all need is do worse, is to like fuck it up more than we have already done.
You know
Okay.
Wait. Oh no. And it's darker than my desk, so I'm gonna have to grab another one. Hold on.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
like Samir's just off in like the upper district, and she just sees smoke clouds. It's like, isn't that where the stadium is?
Wow.
What happened?
You're just like, I hope that's not anyone I know.
It's like, I swear to everything above that better not be who I think it's gonna be.
God damn it. Okay,
So
all
many
right. I got
people
my
in
other
this
one.
town. However,
I got my other. Okay,
There's only
let me do
one
my second
lucky.
roll again. Wow, why it's only me?
She doesn't maple that well.
Okay, hold on. Okay, my
She doesn't
second
know maple
roll.
well, and she
Yes,
knows you have
my
bad
second
luck.
roll is a nat 20. So it's
Okay.
a 25.
Thank
All right,
God.
25 bet. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that means that Maple's doing her third roll now, or is am I doing my
A
third
second roll.
Maple's
Second
second roll is a nat 1, so a 4 total.
I love.
Okay.
Why is this happening?
What happens when we split up? I don't know.
I love this so very much.
Okay.
All right.
Now I gotta
Third
do my
roll.
last one. I gotta do my last one. Please.
That's so funny.
I hate this so much. Oh, please do me right. Please do me right. I'm so
Just a prayer for me.
scared. Okay, this would be
Uh-huh.
a 9 plus a 2, which is a 11 plus the 3, which would be a 14.
Got it.
Wait, we're
All
adding both?
Yeah, because
Adding-
my strength plus 2.
It's a strength check plus
Yeah.
your proficiency. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, never mind. Then I got a 15 first. And
Uh-huh.
then I was just adding my proficiency. I lied. I lied to all y'all. And then
Good. Happy.
it's an 8 instead of a 4.
But still a natural one. But yeah.
Shh, it's fine. And then
Uh-huh.
a 25
25 is your
as
last.
my third.
Yay. Oh, thank God.
So our nat 20 and our 1 cancel out, right?
Uh-huh.
That's how D&D
sure.
math works.
Totally. We'll get back to this here soon. The cameras switched.
Lord.
Fuck right off.
As y'all get to work here, the
I am
cameras switched.
stressed.
To Dizzy, or say your name one day. I will remember the second alias that you were using, Lady
Malatesta Evergrim.
Malatesta Evergreen.
I
How, if any way, are you going to catch up or meet up with your unit?
I do not intend to catch up with them. I intend to make them come to me. Before I do that, though, I'd like to roll for luck.
Oh. Can I ask for what?
I'm pretty sure that I forgot the bow for my violin back in the tavern room. I would like to roll for luck to just have a reason to go back to that room and just do one more quick ocular pat down.
Ah! Wow. Yeah, roll a luck.
Hi.
See, this is what you get for thinking you slick.
89.
Okay. You remember this important thing that you would never leave behind, of course, and
Of
go
course.
back. Of course. To
Just
go
set
back.
it down.
I love this. To go back. And you go into the room and give a once over. And there is a light emitting from where Phineas is. And you look over, and it is the scars on him, emitting some type of light.
Is he awake or is he asleep?
He's still out.
I'm going to say about 10 feet away, but I want to make my voice loud enough that he can hear me. And just to see, to test the hypothesis, I'm going to say in Celestial. Gideon, are you all right? And see if anything happens.
You say Phineas, wait. Is his
Phineas.
name Gideon?
Sorry, Phineas.
Have I been calling wrong? Okay, Phineas.
No,
Okay.
no, I was wrong. Phineas.
Phineas. And you say this in the Celestial fairly loud?
Mhm.
Okay. Um, not much stirring. But he does breathe deep.
I'm gonna need some kind of indicator that you're all right here, pal. Is this? Can you tell me? Is this something that should be expected, or should I be worried?
And you're just like
I'm talking at him.
at him loudly. What kind of roll would you like to make for
To try and
this?
reach him.
Yes.
Persuasion.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion.
20. Dirty 20, not natural.
Okay. Hold please. Um, stirs awake, kind of grumbly. Looks at his arms and legs. Halfway doesn't notice that you're the reason why he's waking up, and starts to just rub and cover himself in his and kind of balls up in a ball before he notices that you're there, and that's why, and that's what he heard. So he goes, old old scars, you know.
If you don't mind my asking, is the glowing common?
No, no.
What happened to you?
Where where's everyone else?
Dispersed in the usual fashion. Samir had some business that she had to take care of in the city. I understand it's the business that she came to take care of originally, and some of the others went sightseeing. Everybody's coming back in the morning. I just so happened to have left something here.
He folds his wings in, still kind of turning to you, but still in a ball. Um, the Whispering Oaks situation. I was the favorite experiment.
Well, how perfectly awful. If I may. And I'm just gonna reach out for like the closest part of him that I can reach as lightly as possible to make contact. And I'm just gonna give him my last 5 points of lay on hands.
Okay. Um, can you tell me what that looks like, or what effect exactly you want it to have?
It's almost like my magic knows I don't want to make Phineas any more uncomfortable than he already is. So the magic reaches for him so that I don't have to. So
Mhm.
just before my hand actually touches Phineas's flesh, the magic jumps that little gap. And it's this almost like pink waves lapping at the shore, just kind of washing over him, and this kind of scintillating pink magic. It's faint and it's short, but it's what I got.
Um, at first, he kind of moves back away from it, but is pleasantly surprised by it. Um, I would say roll another luck check for me.
Why break with tradition? Hi.
Okay.
69. Nice.
Nice. Um, nice. Your magic pushes a little further than even you had hoped. Maybe it's melding with something, whatever this is going on with Phineas's scars, body, and this light. But that magic, along with the light, pushes into his wings and starts to mend a good chunk of the areas. Um, Still not fully flight worthy, but if you were to wager a guess, it is for sure um, floatable. um, it's just
I
kind of
know I know it isn't much, but I hope it's a little better.
yeah. It's it's a different thing being around you folk. You are every time I think something is going to go wrong. Um, you're actually helping. So there's that. Um, yeah. Okay. Uh, the longest of stories short, they were seeping other people's magics and collecting it, putting it into others' sources that they could control. Me being one that could seek out magic on my own, I became the favorite experiment to force feed a lot of those magics.
Well, you told me something, and I don't believe I'm leaving anybody out on a limb, so I will tell you something. I work for the Crown, a very special organization, and part of what I do is help people like you, specifically. People who have been brutalized or victimized or in some way damaged by magic not their own, whether that is shape shifting or injuries or a curse or what have you. Um, the good news is it does look like we may be able to heal you. It may take a little while, but you're already starting to look a little better.
Yeah. Um, it's going to take some time getting used to not always looking for the next force feed, I guess.
Well, you take all the time you need. I know I've got plenty. And like I said, it's going to take some time to get you back to fighting trim anyway. And for what it's worth, I am just so incredibly sorry that the world has given you a reason to flinch. I really am.
Thank you. You get used to it,
You shouldn't
and
have to.
that's the worst part. Yeah. Um, or did they all leave you here for the babysit? Because you don't have
No,
to. Uh,
no. I really did forget something, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got a chance to check in on you and see how you're doing.
yeah, I really needed that. The robes are nice here. It's been a while. Just comfort.
Well, tell you what, why don't you have a nice quiet night in without all of us? Sort of just Enjoy the robe in the room. You want anything to eat? Tell them it's on Lady Evergrim. And we'll see you in the morning.
Don't forget your note. I sent the message to you, Rhea, by the way.
I see. Okay. I will be here for future information, like I do.
You take care of yourself. And you might want to check the bedside table. I think Samir left something for you. And I'm going to start moseying toward the door.
Ooh, 2 gold. It's the last thing you hear as you pick up your bow and leave. With that, we're gonna go to break. We are gonna go to break, so get your stretches in, look away from the computers and the screens. You take your medication, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. We will be back in about 10 minutes or so. So we're gonna do that, and we hope you do too. BRB!
My hand's doing something weird.
Hit the wrong thing.
Fucking up. Welcome in, everybody. How is it going? Welcome back. Appreciate you hanging with us, getting your stretches in. I hope you took care of yourself during that break. We sure the hell did. We are going to hop back into this wonderfulness. The camera will shift again. This time, I need Samir and Nina both to roll initiative.
Fuck me. Okay.
Oops.
Samir and Nina to roll initiative.
Ma'am.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna use my
I
inspiration.
know you lying.
I'm gonna use my
I know you do
inspiration.
not have them doing initiative. They ain't even get to their destination yet.
Also, can you use guidance on initiative?
No.
I don't think you can.
Okay,
no.
cool. Fuck me. Oh my god.
Use inspo.
No, I already
There's
used
so many inspos, and you have 2 personal from today.
Can I use another inspo?
Did you already use another one just now?
I already used one.
Just now.
Oh no.
Just now. I got a 9 and then I got an 8.
No.
Now normally.
Don't you want me to use my inspo so that I won't use them for important things?
No.
Wow. It's a
Wow,
bribe.
the call out.
I would say nar. Because that would just mean you just keep going to the pool. What would you give to make sure, to ensure you get there before Samir?
This wouldn't be for me to roll again, right? This would be so that I get there before Samir, definitely.
Yes.
Fuck. I don't want to do this. You can have my guardian star for the day. I only get one. Basically, when I enact my guardian star, it allows me to. Oh shit. Where is it? It allows me to do something. It gives me blind sight and immunity from frighten and charm spells.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And so I would give you my guardian star uh
Mm-hmm.
and my one channel divinity. Which I don't want to part with. But
Love to see it. Thank you.
fuck.
Please,
Okay, here you go.
please expend those as you. Please explain how those help you reach your destination.
Okay. Basically, I'm like I essentially have like eyes and ears on like Samir. I feel like I notice and I'm just like I'm thinking about it and I'm like I know I'm not faster than Samir. Okay? Like I don't like Samir is a fucking air genasi. Okay, I know I am not faster than her. So I feel like I would probably uh essentially like touch in with like the spirit of Celestia, and I'm just like taking almost like using my blind sight to like see secret passageways and stuff like that, and like basically like a bunch of shortcuts, and I'm zooming or as fast as Nita can zoom.
Does anybody remember that movie about bike messengers? It's
Johnny
fine.
Mnemonic.
You basically.
Yo, so bad.
I'm taking DK to trivia night. Period. So you just.
Oh my god! First of all, I can't believe you remembered the name of that thing.
That's how my sister and I play catchphrase. That's exactly how we play, and our family will not let us play on the same team anymore.
I wonder why.
That's fair.
Oh yeah. I would not play against you in trivia night. So essentially, you guided sight see exactly what locations, how to dip in, when to wait, when to jump forward, and you get there. Um, Now, for both, this is a question for Ava or Bree. Who would like to describe the home of Grandmama?
I think the Enomiya estate. I'm so bad at. I'm not a
I
architecture
believe in
gay.
you.
Oh my
Do
god. Don't do this to me. Okay. I get. I guess the first question for you, Rio, I'm turning it back to you real quick. The Upper District, do they have houses that are similar to each other, or are they like, oh, we're all special, so we get our own individual looking homes? Like, what exactly is the flavor?
It is usually we're all special. Everything is wonderful, depending on the family name, the family business, the family, any of the situations that the family does, has, or will be doing. There are even houses that are on clouds, quote unquote, in this area. Like there are manufactured, engineered, there are shiny, damn near skyscrapers on some of these places. It is whatever they have the money to do here.
Have you
Okay.
been up to the Cloud District? Or who am I kidding? Of course you haven't.
That bitch has from Skyrim.
First your dial, bitch. Anyway, so
I would, when I tell you I would murder him every time.
Anyway, the Enomiya family name comes from an old elven word for law in good like law and good order in order. So because of such an old name, the family is also a very long and old lineage. So it looks a bit more older than a lot of the other homes. There are vines that cover up on the fences, but in a tailored way that shows that it's being taken care of. There will be front statues of a creature, insert creature here of like just of order and law, maybe a symbol of kiss in general, as welcoming pieces into the home. We'll say about 3 stories. They've gotten their money and they've had very good fortune over the years to afford that. Um, but it doesn't have a seemingly welcoming tone. It feels very, the air is getting sucked in as you're walking through. Um, Even despite the fact that the area itself looks very open, maybe slightly warm, it feels like an artificial warmth with just how grandiose it is.
And this is a family home, so your mother still lives here,
Yep.
correct?
Mother, grandfather, grandmama, and me.
Okay.
I'll
This
probably find
is
a picture of this house eventually.
I love this. Uh, this is what you find, Nina, as you are the first to arrive. Is there a roundabout way that you normally get in, or do you go straight in per
So
usual?
I imagine that there's like a back way, and y'all could correct me if like this doesn't work, but like I feel like normally there is a back way that's strictly for grandmamas like charlatans, you know?
Yeah,
Um
yeah.
so I feel like Nina would slip in that way. And like the way that I imagine it is that like the back way is like almost connected to all of grandmama's like main quarters. So like if she has an office, is she like basically
It
everything
would be the
except for like her
office.
bedroom. Like yeah, so I think that I would like slip into the office and like if there's like a closet or something in the office, I would just kind of slip in there, or if there isn't a closet in the office, I would probably like just kind of chill outside that door, that like secret package passageway door to listen in.
So something that you would know
Mhm.
before you get in there is if there is no notice of someone coming, this passage is not safe.
Now, here's something I want to raise to you, Ryu.
Mhm.
And I'm down to do a roll for luck check for this.
Mhm.
I feel that because I technically was sent to like check on Samir,
Right.
like, and I technically lied to Samir when I was like, oh, I just know things. I feel like grandmama would be expecting me at some point. Like in the recent like either today or tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Cause
Definitely gonna be
like
luck.
okay. Okay,
Definitely
okay,
gonna be
okay.
luck. High or low?
Low. 45. Come on.
So with your wondrous luck, and it is technically the same day you were given information as to where, when, possible information about Samir getting in town today. Um, the passage is, there's an ever so slightly difference in the foliage. Foliage? Am I saying that right? Plant life around the area outside of the. I found the same word.
Foliage.
Fol-
Foliage. That's what it is. I was
hey,
like,
hey,
it's not.
hey, fuck you. So, in the plant life around the outside of the passageway itself, Um, and you know that to mean this passage. You know that to mean that this passage is safe to traverse. So you get in, you shimmy into, well, you shimmy past um, grandmother as she's in the office. Ava, could you describe your grandmother to everybody?
Her pit crew's in the. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Hey, get the pit crew in there.
Okay, all right. I'm probably not going to do it justice, which is why I wanted you to do it.
I can do it.
You can do it? Okay.
I can do it. So we have a older looking woman, like elven woman, dark skin, gray hair. She's got cornrows and like braids that end in like this like big puff in the back. She has like these really large elven ears, gold, laced in gold earrings, dark glasses, and she's angry. She has a constant scowl on the face because it's very clear that she's never experienced true happiness a day in her life.
Hold the fuck up.
What? That's what I gained. That's the creative. I was given creative
continue. She's also a very tall individual. Looks like she did used to like work out a lot, but obviously she's older, so retired. But will smack a hoe if she needs to.
Yeah, I could see it on her face. She got a constant scowl. Imagine a grandma that is consistently disappointed in you and that you can never please. Okay, fantastic. We got it.
Yes, we got
there. As the passageway opens, you are news correspondent. Well, you are greeted by that wonderful stern scowl. Okay, so I really hope you're bringing me some good news. Today has been a day.
Funny you mention that. Well, oh God, I'm trying to. Hold on, I have to do something to myself for Nina, for myself.
As you do that, Samir, you are on your way home.
I imagine people stop her, like when she gets to areas that she is more recognizable, then she'll be probably stopped by neighbors and friends.
Yeah, it's definitely the haven't seen you in forever. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. What is this style you're going for? This thing that you're doing.
You most definitely have seen me in my attire for my temple work.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, we don't.
Real quick, Samir, even or odd?
Even.
Okay.
But it's good to see you. How's the husband? How's the kids? How's the divorce? Depending on who's asking.
Yeah. Divorce was great.
Congratulations.
I got the clouds in the end. You know how that is. And you just get stopped, and a good handful of them try to talk down to you in some way, per usual. And you have the ones that are genuinely excited to see you back. Usually the ones that were closer to your mother as opposed to grandmother. And
the ones that talk back to her, she will make snide comments like, "Oh, well, how is the milkman doing? Are you still on your back for him that often? Does your husband know? Does your wife know?" Just very snide comments like that. It's like, see what happens when you talk shit about people? People talk shit about you. I'll pray for you individually. Pray for you.
All of a sudden, this is Southern
Go to
Mississippi.
therapy.
Um, yeah, and you make your way to the courtyard and home that you described earlier.
Maybe I'll see Mother first. Maybe I'll see Mother first. She'll open the door and walk in.
Um, as you walk in, you see a few of the um, housekeepers and people kind of doing the hustle bustle. It's the end of the night. It's right before they're about to do dinner. Um, the whole 9 yards is going on here, and you're not seeing any. A few faces for sure stop and just like, oh my god, so happy to see you. What can I get
Yes,
for
I'm
you?
back. Oh my
You
god,
okay? You good?
I'm back.
You haven't. You look like you haven't had a good meal in a while. Blah blah blah. We're cooking up this, and this. We're doing this. It's You want us to get your room ready, like situation like that. We didn't know you were
T-
coming.
t- take your time. It is perfectly fine. It's good to see you all. I have missed you all so much. Where's Mother? Is Mother in right now?
Oh yes, mother is in the study area, just kind of reading per usual.
Grandfather's still doing all right. Grandmother still
Yes,
lovely.
the last one maybe per usual. Per
Okay.
usual. Um, but yes, your mother is in the study if you wanted to see her, and your grandmother will be in her office upstairs.
Perfectly fine. Uh, she, I believe she is expecting me. Just let her know I wanted to speak with my mother real quick, and I'll make my way up there.
Of course. Do you want
Thank
us to announce you, or
You can just let her know that I'm in the home, and I'll be up there shortly.
of course, right
Thank
away?
you.
And one of the workers go off to do that as the rest do their hustle bustle. We'll bring some tea to you
Thank you.
in there.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Um, you head off to the study, um, and the first thing that you see is Indira's face light up as you come into the room.
Guess who pissed off the council in Copeland Forest? But in a good way, in a good way, in a good way.
I there is. Mm-hmm.
I told them that there something that they were doing was bullshit. I was able to rework it, but I know I am not some of their favorites. Also, Gwen says hello.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Welcome here. I'm going to. We're. Come here. Come
Right?
here.
Okay.
And she brings you into a hug. Can you please describe what your mother looks like?
Indira looks like Samir would be related to her. Um, she has very soft gray eyes, similar skin tone to grandmother Shakti. Um, around the same height as Samir, but compared with grandmother Shakti's more strength based build, she has more of a dexterous build similar to Samir. Um, but the main thing is just there's grays starting to show in her hair. Elven ears are still very long, but you can start to see the droop in them. And she looks like she's a bit tired, but Samir is her child, so what do you expect? Hey,
um,
that's mom.
is there a nickname?
Um, I think I think she would. Hmm. I think she would refer to Samir as Nimbus. There's a lot of cloud-based nicknames in the family, just depending on who you're talking to, which one Samir prefers.
Mm-hmm. Um, as the hug is tight, it's warm. It's longer than the general upper class family 6 seconds. And when she lets you go, it's like, well, you seem a little different, off, not full Nimbus.
Uh, there's reasons for that. If you could let me go so I can close the door.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Thank,
okay.
thank. I love the hug, but it's dealing with things.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna just make sure to like look around, see if anyone's being nosy before closing the door.
You do
Oh,
see, as you're closing the door, you do see someone carrying the
oh,
tea
I'll
coming in.
take that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Oh,
Thank you so
okay.
much. Thank you.
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay.
It's perfectly fine. Thank you so much.
Let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
And walk off.
Tea. Um, don't be upset with me. Do not be upset.
Already.
Because
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm well. Um,
Uh-huh.
I may have offered some of my primordial energy to a deity of the forest who was being siphoned for energy for someone who wanted to open up plains.
You
Yeah.
you 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 did what?
We were in a situation where someone was forcefully turning people into wares that were being essentially controlled against their will. During the fight, we found one of the elders of the forest was captured and used to power whatever rifts they were trying to open, and not wanting innocents to be caught in the crossfires of it, I offered my primordial energy to it to assist it, which is why I'm kind of a bit more grayed out right now. It's coming back. It's 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 still there. It's just kind of asleep right now. Please don't be mad. Please don't be mad. There's tea. I'll pour you tea. Do you want 2 lumps of sugar or two or one? Do you want cream? Do you want honey? Is there
I
anything you need,
sit
mother?
sit 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 down.
I am sitting
Sit
and I'm
down.
pouring tea. I'm sitting and pouring tea for you. Yes. There's also another thing.
Oh, wonderful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Ryu, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
During the time that Samir and Indira lived in the Copeland Forest, I'm not saying that she picked up Druid speak, but is it possible that from the years that they lived there, maybe they could take on a couple of words to like do secret messages?
Yes, and also your mother would have learned. Odds are you would have learned or been taught primordial from your mother.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So there's also that. But you could have picked up other things along the way in the forest. Yes.
She's gonna switch to primordial for this. How to best put this? I found something on my way
Okay.
here.
Sorry, I had to switch my ears to the hadn't.
That's why
Okay.
I'm starting slow.
All right.
I think I not even think. I met Wern. I'm trying to be vague, just in case. I don't want. She kind of glances up because that's where grandmother's office is.
Roll an insight check.
Oh God. Mom, I'm sorry. Okay. 19 plus 4.
The definition of not keeping it together.
Pouring tea, adding honey, creamer, please.
Okay.
Drink.
We I have so very many questions.
know.
How did you how
In the weirdest way possible.
where is he okay? Did he even remember? How did he take did you tell him? Did you who you were?
He noticed that I looked similar to you, and he made mention that he was gone for 28 years.
Yeah.
And he kind of pieced it together. Because he also mentioned, he mentioned you.
Mentioned me how?
Saying that one second he was trying to meet up with you, and the next he was stuck. How
Stuck.
remember when I said that it was a bit weird on how I found him? I found him in a flask that I bought off the side of the road.
He had a drinking,
No.
he was
I
very good
mean,
at partying.
no. She takes out the flask. He's no in.
Oh my
Yes, and she just tucks it back in. Apparently, he was stuck in there for 28 years. He is still in. He's in here right now, just for ease of.
Who was trying to make a genie? What do you mean?
He suspects that. He suspects that she glances back up. Had something to do with it.
I mean, she's known to do a lot of,
I know.
but I don't.
That's kind of why I have him in here now, to make sure that she doesn't find out, and to give you a chance to think of if you wanted to meet him. I know you understandably had other ideas, and that's
Did,
not easy to get rid of.
did you say he was in there for the full 28 years?
He's
Um,
he seemed very remorseful for missing out.
yeah, there was a lot to miss.
Just pouring more tea. We're staying at a tavern on
We
the edge if you wanted a private place. If you wanted to.
Yes, of course I do. I
Oh, that was very
yes.
quick. I didn't know if you were going to think about it more.
No. I the best answers are right out of the horse's flask, I guess. When you have to,
Um, do you know what she wants?
unfortunately.
Can you give me an idea or tell me so I'm
You
not
might like
blindsided?
this one.
Oh God, it is. But you made it sound well. Okay, never mind. I was about to say you made it sound very important, but okay.
It's
Um.
important to her, and your grandfather does want to see you married at some point.
Also, you didn't. I wasn't informed. I had to find out traveling back that some of the ones that she tried to get me to talk to were a
Mhm.
part of a group.
Group of
A group
of
that have unsavory ties. This is my way of not saying the name of it just in case you were trying to change it.
Oh no, I'm keeping that name.
Okay. Um the the diamonds cuz I met some people who had run-ins and they mentioned some names and those names were oddly familiar. Would have loved to know that. Thanks, mother.
I mean, it's a merchant family, so it's not like it's they are. Some of them can be sleazy, I suppose, but I don't. I mean, rumors are thick.
Well, I'm planning on staying the night because I honestly expected you to want me to stay the night anyway, but I'm
Of
planning
course,
on
yeah. There was no way I was gonna let you
same
leave this house. I'm
exactly.
sorry, so sorry. Before this news,
I already I
and also the news of the before.
damn it, I thought you would forget about that. Anyway,
Absolutely not.
um okay. I'm planning on heading back to meet with my group tomorrow morning, so
You
you
have a
can
group.
I have a group one that I met up with when I was in Copeland Forest. You remember Dizzy. I saw her, and a couple of others that I've known around town. We went
You
to
know
the
you
Battle
could
of the Bands.
have brought them here. We have plenty of space.
Unannounced guests.
You're right.
Also, one of them really wants to have tea with her. I don't want her to.
Why?
That's what I said. But she wants to issue. She thinks of it as a challenge. Point is, wanted to come on my own. I'm sure you'll meet them tomorrow.
I am. Can I? Can I have the flask?
Do you want me to say I'm for safety? I'm not going to give you the command word to open it. So, but here, just for safety. Don't want to accidentally say it and storm clouds whirl around.
Oh, he's still doing that.
Yeah, he is still doing that. He seems nice. Um, he did jump in to protect me when a fight was going south. I don't really. I'm still kind of cautious, but he seems nice in a primordial way.
Yeah. And she just holds the flask tight.
I'm gonna. I think I'll leave you alone with it for now. I'll see you at dinner.
Can he hear us?
During the travels, has he ever said that? I don't think so. No. He never made a mention of being able to hear.
Okay.
I love you. Good to be
Oh, of
home.
course I love you. I'm angry, very angry at a lot of the words you just came in and said,
I
but come here. Come here.
focus on me making council members angry. Focus on that. Focus on that.
Well, that was
Some of them had it coming.
yeah. Mhm. Well, and she hugs you again
Yeah, of course, yeah.
before
Wish me
she
luck.
lets you go. Um,
Can't believe she wanted me back for a date. God damn it.
there's a lot. Um,
Okay, I'll see you
and
at dinner.
you walk away, and mm, 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 mm. You walk upstairs. Nina, what did
I
you need to tell her?
I am. Oh, this is actually a question I wanted to ask you.
Mhm.
Does Grandmama find my voice annoying?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason no. The reason why I ask is because I feel like if she ever said something, which like since Grandmama is very vocal, I feel like she would have said it at some point. I feel like um Nina doesn't talk like that in front of her. Um and she probably like gives like a little curtsy and goes, Mother Rahani, I well, good news. Your granddaughter is in town and is on her way to come see you right this very second.
Wonderful. It's about time.
hmm
Oh,
There was a little incident. Um, she was present at the Battle of the Bands, and I'm gonna insight check her.
okay. Roll an insight check. Please and thank you.
Fuck me. Um, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that other inspiration.
Okay.
Can I also give myself guidance?
Not in this instance.
Okay, cool. 18, the highest.
Okay. Um, what are you trying to decipher?
So I'm
Recognition?
trying to, huh?
Recognition?
Yeah. So I want to. I'm basically trying to see if I can see like recognition in her eyes, like as if like she knows something happened at the Battle of the Bands, because I feel like she does not care about the Battle of the Bands, so she would only know if like she had a hand in it in some way.
Right. There is absolutely no recognition.
Fuck.
Okay, the Battle of the Bands and
Do you happen to know Beyonce? Very famous singer, very well known in these parts and around the
um
world.
I
I know
I
it's not
mean,
quite
I
your
know
vibe.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
I don't know. They're around here
I
somewhere. Yeah,
I
okay.
know it's not quite your scene.
No.
Heads up, she may not say anything, but Samir probably believes that you have something to do with her kidnapping / disappearance at the Battle of the Band. So,
I'm sorry.
Hmm?
What?
Yes.
What? How? Why? What
Long
would I kidnap some star for?
Nina shrugs. She's like, your guess is as good as mine. There was a note. The note seemed in relation to you in some way. And that is how we ended up here. Now, this is for above game, Ryu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what the note specifically said. I know, or I don't remember why. Less that I don't remember what the note specifically said, and more I don't remember why we were associating to grandma, or why. Because if I remember correctly, I don't know why Samir is associating it with grandmama. All I know is that, like,
You do know because Samir literally said that seal has been seen. That Samir saw the seal in passing in grandmother's office, and it looked like the wax seal on the letter. But you know that seal is not the family crest seal.
mhm.
It looks like the last sip seal.
Okay.
But with the information that you got from Dizzy, that also might be off.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm probably going to let her know, like, long story short, she was in your office one time. She saw this seal that looks like your seal, potentially family crest, but it really looked like the sip seal, from what I could see. But there's also a possibility upon closer inspection that it could be fraudulent in some way, almost
You
as if
have
someone
this
was
letter?
pretending. I don't have the letter, do I? Because I
No.
tried. Yeah,
No.
I do not, but Samir does. If you need me to try to pick it off her, just let me know.
So that would have helped had you come now with that if she's on her way now. It's fine. Thank you for your information.
Can I roll insight to see if she's disappointed in me?
Yes, you can roll.
I got a 22.
I'm not using it anymore. Uh, the scowl grows.
Fuck me.
But there aren't a strew of insults or yelling. With their insight, for sure, you can tell that there is something else on her mind. But this is adding to whatever that stress could have been.
I'm gonna do like a quick inhale and breath and like bow my head a little bit and go, apologies that I couldn't be of more help.
She stands up and walks towards you while your head is down. Puts a hand on your shoulder. I'm sure you'll be better next time. You said she's on her way. How fast? And as soon as she asks that, that's when the knock on the door from one of the servants comes. Um, Sorry to bother you. Just letting you know that your granddaughter is here. Um, she went to go visit with her mother first, and she'll be up here shortly, she says.
And I like kind of tilt my head at that and I say, that fast. Real quick.
Uh
Because I imagine that I'm going to be told to get the fuck out.
huh.
Can I do a quick perception check around the room to see if there's anything like weird, suspicious, nefarious? Well, more nefarious than normal. Because I imagine it's pretty nefarious in here. But like,
It's a normal, nice office. There's
there ain't no
nothing.
papers on the desk. You said she stressed about something.
Please
She didn't
roll
leave
a
her shit
perception.
out. I just
Roll
showed
a-
up. She didn't have time to put stuff away.
Please roll your perception check.
I got 16.
Uh huh. Um, what exactly were you? You were looking for what was on the papers, what was on the desk
Yeah,
specifically.
I'm mostly looking to see like, because I could see, like you said, I could see that something else is on her mind. So I'm basically looking for
Mhm.
like, are there documents or papers that she's signing that's like annoying the hell out of her? Like, did somebody send her a letter that she's upset about? Basically, I'm looking for like anything that's like on the desk that looks suspicious.
There is stacks of papers that look to be something about something about something about buildings, and another stack of paper that has something to do with um one of the families. Piercer, the last name Piercer, the Piercer family. And you also see something that has to do with a masquerade ball coming up soon.
Um. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to log that in my little brain hole, and I'm going to like, um, when she said, I know you'll do better next time. I respond with like, of course, which is like my routine response. And I feel like I'm going to say, I'll leave you and your granddaughter to reconnect. And I'm gonna dip out the way I came. But
Mm-hmm.
and you can let me know if I could do this or not, but I want to listen in. Oh wait. No. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I want to listen in. So I'm going to like leave the leave the area, but I'm going to kind of like stay close enough to eavesdrop.
So just like in the doorway of the passage.
Yeah, like I want to close the door so that like obviously she can't see me, but I want to like stay there.
I would need a stealth,
Oh shit, fuck me. Okay.
and due to the well, this would be right outside. So yeah, so for sure a stealth. Uh huh.
uh
Uh huh.
that's going to be a 5.
Uh huh. So
Woo!
we're and that's what we're staying with.
Do I have inspiration? No, I used mine. So yeah, that's what we got.
There are table inspos, if I'm
Uh
not mistaken.
I roll with disadvantage, so I don't want to like I don't think an inspo counts for disadvantage. Like I don't know how that works.
It just makes it a flat roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. Uh,
Well,
it,
the inspo is just another die, not exactly an advantage.
oh, so I would get to roll another dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anybody care if I use a table inspo?
Go ahead.
Okay,
We
We
have
cool.
6.
I'll use
Yeah, I was
six.
like, we haven't used any,
Okay,
right?
so my highest is 18, my lowest is 14.
Ooh. So you're at disadvantage. So the lowest, right?
Yeah. So it'd be
Okay.
14.
Okay. You away behind the door. A little while later, you hear the door open again as Samir comes into the office. And the visual you see is your grandmother in the corner section, looking at. There are no papers on the desk anymore. Looking at a book in the chair.
Damn, she quick. Damn.
Well, this was so the person came to tell her you're here, and then
Hmm.
you had the conversation during that, and then you walked up.
I'm still saying that she quick.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
I mean, she
because then you have
scribed.
to figure out where you want stuff to put, or you're just gonna throw them willy nilly. If things look organized, that's pretty quick.
This is not all. This is also not the first rodeo of her putting shit up in the
Yeah,
family
she's
home.
fucking old. I expect nothing less.
She's in the corner with a little light. As she is reading something in the corner, she looks up. Oh, so happy to see you. It has been a little while.
it it has. My
And
apologies.
you look less blue,
Um,
which is. Are you sick? Are you
n-
okay?
there were some difficulties in the forest, but rest assured that vibrant blue and flowing hair will be back within time. It's simply just energy that was spent.
Uh, Smiretta, you
Mhm.
are okay. Well, it's fine. Um,
I know I should have cleaned myself up a bit more, but when I knew that you wished to see me, and I wanted to try my best to make my way over here as soon as possible. Uh, Unfortunately, there were some difficulties along the way, so for that I apologize.
difficulties we need to. Um,
There were some embargoes when it came to getting back in. One of the complications we faced traveling back um, required us to speak with the guards about one of the towns. Um,
oh,
so
uh, you. I mean, had you. We can. I have
it,
many
it
connections. I could have expedited whatever that was.
it was fine. It gave me an opportunity to connect with an old friend. So I was fortunate for that. Um,
Uh,
but
well,
yes.
hopefully you're done going off trying to be a hero of some sort. Um, I have wonderful news for you.
Uh-huh.
Samirata, we have it set for you to, and I'm almost certain you're gonna like this one, and hopefully not screw it up for the rest of the family. Please and thank you. We have a marriage proposal. You know,
Oh,
something.
it's so are we just coming out and actually saying it this time? Because the last couple you were just saying, "Hey, make friends with these people.
I
I did
figure
not know.
at this point in all of our lives, and you finally coming home to roost, that it is honesty is the best policy situation that we find ourselves in. Um, i- i- in all cases and information.
um, I I thank you for informing me of this.
We
However,
need you to
uh-huh,
do this as a family because things are happening behind the
such
scenes
as
that you will not need to understand until you do. But at this moment, the family needs you here to do this for the family.
uh, again, I hear you loud and clear. However, there were some things that are bound to me by oath by the temple that I swore fealty to, when I was exiled and still took care of me while I was exiled with my mother. That I would like to get that situated before settling. And besides, we have elven blood. We're fine for a couple years. I'm only 28.
Right, and you were supposed to be married much sooner than now,
I was
by at
honestly
least several years.
I was
Um,
expecting at the very least 40 because again, we live a very long time.
we do live a long time, and
You
because
don't
of
look a
that,
day over 90, even though I know you're around 200.
oh, thank
Point
you,
being,
thank you, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that.
point
You
being,
know,
we have time.
now, well, we do have time, but I do want to remind you that,
Mhm.
unfortunately, while we have time, sometimes um, politics does not. So, family names do not.
Mhm.
Things
Is this the business that I do not need to know about, but I probably should know about because again, this is going against the work I do for God. A god that tends to be petty sometimes. I have seen it firsthand. I don't want to get on her bad side.
it's not going to
Fate and
get in
all
the
that.
way of your work. You know, this one has wanderlust too, so maybe that'll be a thing
Didn't you
that y'all
hate
can
that
do
though?
on the honeymoon situation. Did I do what?
Nothing, nothing. Just thinking out loud. Um, who is this person anyway?
I don't recall if you've probably bumped into them at parties a few times. It's one of the Piercer, Jaden, actually.
Is that a familiar name, dear Rio?
Yes, that is a familiar name because you recognize that this is one of um, Jaden Piercer. Let me hold on. Let me make sure I have. I didn't write what I wanted to. Anyway, this one is you recognize that name because you recognize something that is the most intimidating of the few. They are from the Red Diamond Pact. Jaden Piercer is one of the Garnets. They are explorers. They do have many hands and many pockets all over the world. And you
I-
recognize that because of the intimidating black, large wingspan of a tall Ismar.
God damn it, Rio. Hitting me where I like it. Anyway, I find it so interesting that Jaden. Uh
Welcome in, Raiders.
Hi Raiders. Hi. Hi. Anyway, um Jaden, uh haven't seen them in some bit. Uh how did you get that?
Wasn't easy, considering, the previous
Look,
interactions with their merchant guild.
I was never rude. You just didn't give me much information about, hey, seduce your way into this. You just said make nice, and I made nice.
Right. You made nice in such a way that it became notorious for this family to back out of deals.
Well, this is unfortunately what happens when you exile someone for a very long time and you had to speed rush their education on these things. My apologies again.
She's been sitting this whole time.
Oh no.
She stands up.
To her full height of like 6'2". I don't know. She's
A
just
step
tall.
too far.
She closes her book and puts it on the
I'm
table
in
next to the chair.
danger.
So much danger. So much danger. So much fucking danger.
She gestures for you to come closer and sit on the sofa across from the chair that she was sitting in.
Is that a demand or a request?
The gesture is strong.
Making sure. Oh, hold on. I wanna. Do I want to do something? Do I want to
Oh.
do?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Mhm.
Oh, good. I almost was like, can I shield of fate myself?
Uh-huh.
Hold on. We'll just do a bless. We'll just do a bless. Just a simple bless on myself and like two random workers out in the house. It's like just in case.
She as you sit, she comes around the back of the sofa and just puts her hands on either of your shoulders and just, I know that we haven't exactly had the best of relationships. I know how I can get, but you have to understand that every single thing that I do is to make sure this family continues on the upflow of things. She releases your shoulders. No? With that being said, I understand you want to go out and be some sort of hero and adventurer, but you have obligations here because of your name. With that being said, I think that this will be a good match. You never know; it might turn out to something better. Your grandfather and I were arranged marriage.
I know. A compromise. I One, I agree to at the very least meet them again, and if things are positive, correspondence. I'm sure we can afford like sending stones or a means of communications. I'll keep correspondence
Mm-hmm.
while I need to do my thing. But
Mm-hmm.
I understand what you're doing, and I appreciate it. I can't turn my back on what has been started. I literally, actually, literally died for the work I'm doing now, the path I'm on. I have to keep with it. It's not me trying to be a hero. It's just me trying to make sure my work is being done.
Roll an insight check.
Oh no. Nat 20 plus 4.
um, the definition of keeping it together, stern, but for a short and very sweet second, when you say, I very actually died, the expression softens and she comes around to sit next to you before the stern face returns. That seems horrible, and even more of a reason for you to stay within the safety of these walls.
The thing that I fought and the things I've seen this go around can affect Kiss. I
Then
don't,
let Kiss's soldiers deal with it. That's why they're here.
not to this extent. I would not, you know, I am not one to try to run from things. This is not me trying to run from obligations. I'm answering you truthfully because this is the honest truth. We found things out there that needs mine and some others' attention. And I'm sorry for that. But that I can't leave this undone.
You keep saying we.
I made allies. I did not bring them here because they would be uninvited guests, and this was a conversation for us to have privately. So, out of
See,
respect to
some of
you in
the
the
etiquette did
house,
rub off. Look, see, I'm just saying.
out of respect to you, I did not. But there were allies that I met along my way, and they are involved. Our family name has ties to order. I'm In a way, I'm following the family name by doing this.
I see what you did there. Very good try. Why don't you tell me more about what's going on? And I will see if I can get some more. If the soldiers can't handle it, maybe I have some other connections that we can figure out.
I wouldn't want to impose.
Oh, it's for certain. Not going to impose if it means we get to keep you here.
Ugh. At the very least, can you get me an audience with the queen for one of the things?
Oh, actually, that's one of the things we have to talk about.
Oh,
And she gets up,
oh,
um,
right.
and goes over to the desk and opens up one of the drawers and brings out a scroll, um, a very intricate, like designed on the sides, and like she unscrolls something and unravels it and says, "This is an invitation to a masquerade. of
Oh,
which you will be
joy.
meeting your betrothed to be.
So lovely how you have these things planned.
Isn't it? I love
I
it. I
wish I could
do.
learn from you.
I know it's so wonderful. I just assumed it would be easier because you are this one is all about the theatrics as well. So why not?
You think I'm about to see theat? Okay.
I you can be pretty dramatic. Okay, the last time you absconded out of Kiss, it was a whole show.
I had a request to leave, okay? I was just trying to help a family friend or mother's friend. That's it.
Hmm. Well, let's get some more information about what's going on here. Is there anything that you need to tell me? Ask me?
Such as,
Well, honestly, I assumed you would come in the morning, but you came tonight. So,
well, I was assisting in some things that happened at the Battle of the Bands, and I figured might as well come over for dinner while my friends explore the city.
hmm. Oh, so your friends are just out and about, n- not waiting
They do
outside,
expect
or just not?
they are expecting me back at the tavern that we rented in the morning to
Oh, and which
reconvene.
tavern is that?
Anyway, what happened in Copeland?
Well, okay, so I need to send them notice to come here because you're not gonna go back out there.
Are you putting me
Um,
under house arrest?
so which tavern was it?
You're putting me under house arrest.
And that's where we're calling the game.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Sorry we ran a
How
little bit
dare.
longer. We had to get some shenanigans out, guys. Let's go around the table real quick and tell everybody who we've been, where you can find us between now and next week, and all the wonderfulness. Starting with Ash.
Hi, my name is Ash. Obviously, cat girl VTuber. I'm part of Quick and Me as asexual lesbian. I stream on Twitch. I stream on Twitch on the weekends. I play Dead by Daylight and Paladins. Both open lobby games. If you would like to play with me, you're more than welcome to. I also put up GTARP content on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out that as well, if you're interested, you may do so. Happy with this table. I always have fun here every week.
Hell yeah. I don't
Mhm.
know if Ava's gonna say the same. Ava.
She's gonna say the same now, but wait till we raid.
Wait till we cut.
got this, Ava.
My darlings and my dears, it's your mother Ava here.
Right now.
I appreciate you all. You can find me at Madam Ava Couture anywhere on social media, mainly on Twitters. Typically, you will find me on Tuesdays. I think next week is the last episode. I need to double check. Family Business, where I play the stressful daughter of Aphrodite and all that entails. And then on Sundays, you can find me in DK over on The Exquisite Corpse, where we play Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and I play the stressed out daughter of King Arthur, because apparently I like to play stressed out characters. That's just me.
A ball of stress, some would say. Bree.
Hi, I have have been playing Nina. I have been Bree. If I don't disintegrate into a ball of anxiety and stress, I will then continue to be Bree for the now until the foreseeable future. You could catch me on Tuesdays at Hillard University, historically Black Magical School. We love to see it. Where I play Yotul, half orc life cleric. We love to see it. You can find me at the social medias that are in my link tree because I don't remember them off the top of my head because I have bad memory. And that is it. That has been me, and I hope you have a wonderful week.
Hell yeah. DK.
Hi, hello. I'm DK or at Abadarlings on Twitter. I have been Sir Dizzy Morgaine. When I'm not here, you can find me over on Q Times on Tuesdays, or at least next Tuesday, which is the finale of Blackness and Dragons. And you can also find me doing a bunch of stuff over on Exquisite Corpse Presents. The best place to find out what that stuff is probably my Twitter. So if you're so inclined, follow that.
Hell yeah. Mo, who was also our producer.
Oh, hey gang. Thanks, Ryu. Just over here doing my best producing. I'm also the CFO of GRTW, so if you have any ideas for shows that you would like to have sponsored, I'm half in charge of that on our channel. So why don't you fill out a creator application and run something, even if it's not sponsored. We'd love to have you anyway. I will say I will be the third person to mention Exquisite Corpse because DK invited me to guest on their channel this weekend. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm really excited. I get to play a barbarian and I'm stoked. I mean, shocker, I get to play a barbarian. Yeah. Oh, also, we're casting for something new this weekend and all the time on DRTW. So there's no particular reason why I'm saying that we're casting for something this weekend. Just look at the Twitter.
So flawless, so wonderful. We love to see it. And then me. I am Ryu. I am a writing streamer here on Twitch. I do a lot of things for Girl 20's World, like the technical productions director, founder. I do stuff. Oh, big old raid. Look, we're gonna share. We appreciate that raid so very much. We're gonna help push this and share that love to others because we're ending now. But please keep in mind that between now and next Wednesday, there are a lot of things happening here on Girls Weakness Worlds. One will be Friday as we run through Rotten Wonderlands will be here, and that is also our Valor AP is supposed to be happening on Saturday or Sunday, one of those two. And Saturday, School of the Stars with Knox running Kids on Brooms. Sunday, Contour and Charisma continues, and the Tuesday is going to be our Inspirials every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is sponsored by Hatchling DM. So we are super excited to have them, and I'll drop those infos here in the chat like a good boy. Okay. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the love, the raids, the shares. Please remember to tell your rich person in your life to send us money. We like it. We need it. We appreciate you. Be creative crimes. Okay, bye.